You open your eyes, expecting to hear your phone alarm. Instead, you hear AXACE, metal crashing against metal, cold wind blowing through wooden walls, people shouting in a language you've never heard before. You jump out of bed, only to realize this isn't your bedroom. It's a tiny wooden house, no electricity, no glass windows, no running water. You rush outside, and then you see them, huge wooden ships, with dragon heads carved into the front. That's when it hits you. You're not in the future. You're not in a dream. You've just been born, as a Viking child. Chapter 1. Childhood ends early. You look around for toys. Instead, someone hands you a bucket. At least math never made you carry a bucket bigger than your body. Welcome to childhood. Around here, everyone works. You're only a child, but nobody treats you like one. You help carry water, feed animals, collect firewood. Honestly, after 10 minutes, you're already missing homework. Chapter 2. There's no supermarket. You're hungry. Easy, just order pizza. Oh wait, it's the year 900. Your breakfast depends on whether your family had a good harvest. Sometimes there's bread, sometimes fish, sometimes porridge, and sometimes there just isn't enough. Modern people complain when Wi-Fi is slow. You'd be celebrating if dinner simply existed. Chapter 3. Winter is your biggest enemy. Then winter arrives. The cold doesn't ask permission. It simply takes over. Snow covers everything. The sea freezes in places. Fire becomes more valuable than gold. Every piece of wood matters. Without enough food, or enough fuel, your family may not survive until spring. Suddenly, you understand why every summer is spent preparing for winter. Nature is your real enemy, not other Vikings. Chapter 4. Your first lesson. One morning, your father hands you a wooden sword. You smile. Finally, a toy. Then he says, "Fight." Wait, he wasn't joking. Every child learns basic combat, not because war is fun, but because life is dangerous. You learn balance, discipline, and how to stay calm under pressure. Honestly, getting hit by a wooden sword hurts a lot more than it looks. Chapter 5. The Longship. One day, you're allowed onto a Viking longship. The sea is rough. The ship rises, then crashes back down. You try to look brave. Inside, you're praying you don't throw up. The adults row together, perfectly synchronized. That's when you realize, this ship doesn't move because one person is strong. It moves because everyone works together. Chapter 6. What Vikings were really like. People often imagine Vikings fighting every single day. Reality was different. Most families were farmers, fishermen, craftsmen. Children spent far more time helping their families than swinging swords. Raids happened, but they weren't everyday life. Survival was. Chapter 7. The Big Storm. One night, a violent storm hits your village. The roof shakes. Rain pours through tiny gaps. The sea roars louder than you've ever heard. Everyone rushes to secure animals, protect food, and keep the fire alive. Nobody complains. Nobody panics. Everyone already knows their job. Because in this world, preparation means survival. Years pass. You grow taller, stronger, smarter. You've learned to fish, to sail, to survive winters, to respect the sea. And then one day, you stop thinking like a modern human. This world finally feels normal, until you remember, there was once a life where food came from supermarkets, water came from a tap, and warmth came from pressing a button. Funny. Those things used to feel ordinary. Now, they sound like magic. So tell me, if you had to live your entire childhood as a Viking, do you think you'd survive? Or would you spend the first winter wishing you could go home?